Biblical missionaries are tasked by heaven as being the first ones to go to an ethnic group, to expose them to the gospel and plant a church among them, not shepherding flocks, but establishing new sheepfolds, their unique part to play in a strategy as old as the book of Acts. For hundreds of years, missionaries were sent to the same saturated countries, who now have their own pastors, churches, theologians, and schools. They no longer need our manpower, they just need resources to finish. In 1986, Final Frontiers became known as the first Baptist organization specifically formed for the purpose of not to be just another missions board, not for the financing of national pastors, but for the support of national church planting missionaries. We currently serve with a network of over 28,000 preachers, overseen and kept accountable by nearly 1,500 local directors in over 80 countries across 5 continents, most of which are closed or highly restricted to what we know of as the traditional missionary, but open to us because of our unique methods of operation. Working together, we are the Final Frontiers Foundation. It was Paul and his Greek preachers who changed the first century world, and the advantages of supporting national church planters in that day are the same as they are today. They have citizenship, they're at home in the culture, they know the language, and they don't need deputation or furlough. In most third world countries, for what it takes to support a typical American missionary, you can support up to 100 national church planters. The purpose of funding these frontline fellow soldiers is not to help them start planting churches and training young preachers, but to dramatically accelerate their efforts, which are handicapped by the lack of any funding at all. We must never stop sending faithful, productive missionaries, but we must increase our funding for the nationals who are already there serving. Through the funding of national preachers, we endeavor to effectively advance the gospel where it has never been preached before. The Great Commission Fund is a program whereby participants collectively help fund entire teams of proven church planters who are winning souls, discipling converts, and starting new house churches, primarily in regions where Christ is both unnamed and unknown. These are doctrinally sound, morally pure men who have come by strong recommendation, filled out lengthy applications, and have verifiable ministry experience. Your combined offerings of any amount will provide not salaries, but subsidies for purchasing Bibles, training Timothys, assisting with travel expenses and food, special medical and ministry supplies, and evangelistic equipment. Overall, helping these men who have already started at least 2 churches do much more efficiently what they have already proven to be busy doing. Your participation in the Great Commission Fund makes you a vital part of our global church planting teams as you help not one, but many qualified church planters. To be accountable to you for your donations, we regularly provide an extended, multi-page biography with ministry details of a preacher who has benefited by our Great Commission Fund, giving you behind-the-scenes stories with photos, maps, and historical and cultural information. Each report will be a testimony from a different preacher in a different country all around the world, so you can learn about what they're up against and better pray for them. You'll also receive quarterly updates with pertinent articles in our progress reports, as well as frequent emails sharing the successes and obstacles that our church planters experience. Imagine sharing all these stories with your children or your Bible study, helping create a community of missions-minded people who are partnering with experienced preachers and praying more fervently for God's servants everywhere. There's no required amount for giving to this fund, so if you already support one of our preachers, even an extra $5 can still be used to help all the rest. Whether large or small, your gift, combined with those of others, will be pooled and divided among the approved church planters according to their needs and local economy, helping them care for their families, their ministries, and their special projects of evangelization beyond their current reach. Anyone can give any amount to help our multitude of national missionaries fulfill the Great Commission. Can you imagine the impact for eternity we're all going to make together? Please come and join our team at finalfrontiers.world. You can scroll down to the Great Commission Fund and click Help Now, or call 1-800-522-4324. Or send your gift designated for the Great Commission Fund to 1200 Peachtree Street, Louisville, Georgia 30434.